This is me at a MotoAmerica race getting media credentials because they thought I was a professional photographer. But I'm not really a professional motorsports photographer, and here's how I did it. Have you guys ever gone to a motorcycle race and seen the guys with the little vests that say photographer or broadcast or something on them, and then realize to yourself, how do you get that, and what does that allow you to do? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna try to get a media badge for a MotoAmerica event so I can find out where does that take me, what kind of secret doors do I get to go into, and what kind of happens behind the scenes at a MotoAmerica event. The cool thing is, Insta360 invited me out to this MotoAmerica event to show up at their booth and show people how I use their cameras and stuff on their bike. But because of that, I think I'll be able to get a media badge and do some little secret investigating and see what kind of photos I can get. Today should be an interesting video if it all goes well. We're gonna have to find out. The only problem is I have no idea where to start with this stuff. To Google. Now, before we get started, I imagine the question might come up of, Chase, if you're not a professional photographer, then how do you have all of this gear? And something a lot of you guys might not know is my wife actually has her own wedding photography business, and I go and second shoot with her. If you guys don't know what second shooting means, it basically means Heather runs the show, and if she needs me to take a photo of something and she's taking a photo of something else, she tells me what to go get photos of, and I go do that. So because of that, I am very competent around a camera. I know what I'm doing. The only problem is wedding photography and motorsports photography, I imagine, are vastly different. So I'm interested to see how different they are and see what my skills from wedding photography, if they'll translate over to motorsports. Obviously I do photos for this channel and stuff like that, but I really don't do that much photography for the Chaseontwowheels stuff. So we'll have to see. But first, we have to get those media credentials if we even want to get into this thing. So it turns out if you want to do photography or videography at a MotoAmerica event, you have to have media credentials. And from what I'm reading, you have to have media credentials from an accredited place. Check this out. Blah, 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 blah. Please understand that MotoAmerica media credentials are restricted to professional journalists and photographers for editorial, non-commercial purposes only, and will not be granted to marketing or commercial representatives, public relations agencies, sponsors, or freelance journalists/photographers unless they are on official assignment for an approved media outlet. Your personal social media feeds are not considered a media outlet. Well, boys, it looks like I need to find an assignment so I can go do these photos. This should be interesting. I would like to argue that the Chaseontwowheels channel is a media outlet because we go to press launches, we go to tire reviews sometimes when we're invited. I think this needs to change. I think we need to change the definition of media outlet and stop letting all the magazine guys be like, oh, they're a media outlet.
Oh, it's official.
Bruh, social media is official, okay? Let's calm down with the magazine stuff. Anyway, I'm about to go do some photos at MotoAmerica because I'm a media outlet with an official assignment. All right, so guys, I've been testing out ways to film what I want to film in this video with action cameras on my camera and everything. Look at all this crazy stuff. So while I was doing that, I had the realization of I'm only going to have one day to shoot this video, and I don't know anything about Road Atlanta and where I'm supposed to take photos or anything about being a professional. And I want the best chance at doing a really good job on this video. So I have a buddy who has shot at Road Atlanta before and is much more of a professional photographer than I am. Our buddy Joe Jackson, our California correspondent. So I'm going to call him real quick and get some info from him on how to be a professional photographer at a race event. Let's call him.
Hey, can I call you back? That's actually, I need to take the dog outside.
Yeah, you're good, man. All right, we're being called back now. Joe, you're being recorded for the internet.
This is not a two-party consent state. You didn't have to tell me that.
Well, you know, I feel
kidding,
like...
I have no idea.
So I'm somehow going to get media credentials to go to make a video at MotoAmerica at Road Atlanta. And they're going to give me media credentials. And I don't know what that means. So what is a media credential and why should I be terrified about it?
Yeah, I mean, so essentially when you're going to any round of a MotoAmerica race, it's a really cool opportunity to take pictures, whether you're a spectator, whether you're a professional, etc. And a lot of tracks actually have great access if you're not a professional. But what a media credential does is it essentially allows you access into specific areas around the track that you just don't normally get as a spectator.
Okay, and you said to not miss the Friday meeting, like the first day meeting?
There will be a safety meeting every morning. And again, depends on the track, depends on the org. But essentially, you want to go to the first one because they will talk about do's and don'ts. Every track has slightly different rules. And they'll go over the entire track map, right?
Okay, so definitely go to that meeting. One, because I'm going to get all the secret info on where to take the good photos, but also won't get myself killed, which is a high. 100%. I'm hoping that happens in this video, that I stay safe and everything. All right, Joe, I appreciate your information, and if I fail at this mission, I will blame it totally on you.
Yeah, just make sure to let the MotoAmerica crew know so that I'm never allowed to do that again.
Yeah. I will. I'll actually just like get a piece of tape on my media badge, and I'll say actually Joe Jackson, if that works.
Ideal.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the info, and let's see how this goes.
Sounds good. Good luck, Chase.
Appreciate it, man. Later. Well, there we go, people. Gotta go to a meeting because apparently they give you a treasure map of all the things and where to take the photos. I need to figure out who I'm going to this thing as. That needs to happen. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 5:30 in the morning on Friday, which is the first day of this whole MotoAmerica event. So it turns out I got invited to go to the whole MotoAmerica thing by Insta360, and because I was invited by them, and they're like a vendor or whatever, I was able to get my... my assignment from them, and that is who I'm doing all of my media for. So the track is about an hour away from me, and we have to get there at 7 o'clock because the safety meeting that is happening is apparently happening at like 7:30 for the media people there. You guys saw, Joe Jackson told me that going to the safety briefing is very important. Also, there's a little bit of change. I was planning on just hanging out at the Insta360 booth today and then doing all of my photo testing and stuff on Sunday, but now it looks like it's going to rain on Sunday. So I'm going to have to film everything today. It's going to be action-packed. I have to get my motorcycle packed and head out, and I only have 25 minutes. Oh my God. I will see you guys at the track. We're just going to use this camera. It is currently raining. I got here, but here's the good news. I got the almighty media armband. So now I'm glad I've got all my rain gear on, and I'm going to wait for the guys to get here because I've got all my stuff in the rain. Motorcycles. So it's currently raining, and it's going to be raining for the next hour or so, but after that it's supposed to clear up. Everybody say hi to Dooley.
Hi, everybody.
Stop looking at yourself.
I'm sorry.
Everybody say hey to Patrick.
Little two smoker. Hello.
Yeah, so we're gonna deal with the rain. We called the Insta360 people. They are on their way. They have to set their tent up, and then we'll roll over there. And for now, we gotta figure out this rider meeting. We don't know. Media meeting. What did I say?
Rider meeting.
Definitely not gonna go to the rider.
We got a much bigger fucking problem on our hand.
All right, we'll see you guys either during the media meeting or after it. But we all got media passes. We're all media, and none of us are for a publication. This is great. So we still have no idea where the media stuff is. So me and Pat are gonna take out the minis and go try to find some information out, and hopefully find out where we're supposed to go for this meeting. Currently 8:30, so we should have time. the safety meeting that is happening is apparently happening at like 7:30 for the media people there.
Okay, and you said to not miss the Friday meeting?
Going to the safety briefing is very important. Pat, we got him. It took like an extra hour, but we got him.
Yeah, we missed a meeting.
We missed the entire meeting, but we got a brief. Okay, we have to be serious now.
We did it. We got the media vest. Took a little extra time, but we are an official photographer now. Don't tell anybody. All right, guys, it's actually clearing up now, thank God. Hopefully you guys can hear me with that little generator going on. So for photo access, you literally get an entire map that just shows you where you can and can't go. I don't know if you can see, guys, right here, but it says like yes, 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 no, 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 no. X is where you can't go, yes is where you can, and there's gate codes on here. So apparently there's all these marked spots that you can go to as a photographer that'll get you like really good shots, or the really good spot for bikes and stuff like that. So I think at this point we're waiting for the Insta 360 people to get here so we can go set the bikes up, because we're going to be setting up my bikes to show at the Insta 360 booth of how I get all the shots that I get using my Insta 360 cameras. We're on the Ace Pro right now. If you guys want one of those, I'm going to put a link in the description for you. So yeah, I think at this point we're just gonna go check out all these spots and see what kind of photos we can get. All right, guys, we are up here in the corner, but we're just gonna park the bikes here because everything else is a literal trail. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We're gonna hike down this little path. That's gonna get us to turns 7 and 6. And when we get there, we'll see what the photo spot looks like and see what kind of photos we can get. I don't know if I can monetize this now. And now we get to find out why we did all that. Let's see the spot. Oh, we're gonna get a good photo here. This actually works out that everything's top because the audio is good. We got a couple photos, but the problem is the background of every one of these photos is these like trailers and stuff. So apparently we can keep walking around the corner. So we're gonna try to do that and see if we can get a different angle. But I think we got some, for the first little spot, here's some photos. You guys let us know what you think. This is location 1. We're just gonna call them locations, blah, 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 blah. So we're gonna go to the other side and see what it looks like over there. I think we're good at this location. I've got a few photos, but like I need to be a little closer to get the shot I want. Maybe by the end of the day or something, we'll make our way to the other side of this road, because those shots I bet will be really cool and clean. So I think we'll call it for location 1. And here's a little montage while we climb back out of here. All right, guys, we just got to 2, and a whole section of the gate is just cut out for you to like poke your lens through. So I'm gonna be able to like poke my lens through and get a shot of the guys coming right over the hill and then through there. I think this spot's gonna be sick. And then Dooley's scoping out over there if there's another spot. So it's like each location has multiple places that we can take photos, which is really neat. All right, we're gonna take some photos and we'll see what we get. I think we're good here. Some of these photos, I was trying to do box focus, so it only like focuses on a tiny little box because I wasn't sure how the autofocus would do. I put it in full auto focus mode. It grabs these bikes and holds them the whole way. I'm doing that from now on. All right, so we're gonna go check out Insta 360 now and see what kind of tent they got set up, and then we'll be off to spot 3. Yep. Nice. Also guys, this video is sponsored by Insta 360. They are how we got these media passes, and we are gonna be using their cameras to bring you guys along with everything we do today. We're primarily gonna be using their Ace Pro and their X3 360 camera. I'll have links in the description if you guys wanna check them out, but big shout out to them because otherwise I wouldn't have a, what do they call it? A media roll for my professional photography.
Media pass.
Media pass. Let's see what kind of photos we can get. So guys, we've already shot locations 1 and 2. We were taking a break, hanging out with the people over at Insta 360, and we're about to go to location 3, and they let us borrow one of their X4s. So I've just got my SD card in here. So we're gonna reuse this thing for, I think, the rest of the video if they allow us to. So that way we'll get a good comparison between the Insta 360 X4 and the X3. So we have 8K for MotoGP, MotoAmerica. This is gonna be awesome. I did not know they were gonna let me borrow this. So we'll see what the footage looks like. Maybe we can tell the difference. Alrighty guys, we're at location 3, which is like this little photo tower, and this is the first turn of the actual track. So these guys are gonna be hauling balls all the way down this straight, and then this turn is absolutely nuts. So I think we're gonna get a lot of really cool photos here in our little photo tower, and we have it all to ourselves. So that's just super nice. We basically run the show over here. So we'll see what we can get, and we'll show you guys. Check out this, look at this monstrosity I have. Just got my Ace Pro and a friction arm, but the shot's gonna be cool, I promise you.
So after grabbing these shots at location 3, the guys and I were absolutely starving. So starving, in fact, that we did not record an outro for this area. We just hauled ass out of there to go find food. The way these race days work is there's lots of different classes racing, and only one class is on track at the same time. So there only is a certain amount of time in between each session. So what the guys and I had to do was go find food quickly, eat as fast as possible, and then get to our location 4 before the next round started, which we were a little late, which is why we came into 4 super freaking hot and didn't do an intro for that. Luckily we got voiceover, and that's what I'm here for. But location 4 is the Turn 10 complex at Road Atlanta. I've done track days here before. You come down this crazy long straight, and then you gotta do literally 2 90-degree turns left and right. It is absolutely nuts, and I was so excited to get to do photos here because check out how close you get to the track here. Guys, we're done with spot 4. This is the Turn 10 complex. Absolutely freaking fantastic. Sorry if you guys are having a hard time hearing me. There's a lot of audio going on. I think those photos are turning out awesome. I was scrolling through the photos that we've taken throughout the day. My first photos of the day were sucking, but I think they're getting slightly better. So far so good. We have our final location to go to, which is supposedly one of the highlights of this entire track. It's called the Esses. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna do one more photo session, and then
at the very end of the day, they've got King of the Baggers, and they're going to be doing qualifying or practice today? Qualifying. They're doing qualifying today, which means they're going fast as hell. So what we're going to do is, for the King of the Baggers, we're going to pick our favorite photo spot and go there to take photos of them. And the guys are coming back tomorrow to do interviews. So it should be pretty awesome. We'll see what spot 5 looks like. All right, guys, we're out at the Esses, which is our 5th and final location. That little squiggly thing is the most iconic thing here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's so loud. We're gonna go see what kind of photos we can get taken, see if we can record it. Shit on the Esses, but Turn 10 Complex is so much better than this spot. Like, asterisk, I'm shooting on a 70-200, which normally is a long lens, but here, I need a really long lens, and I think if I had a really long lens, this spot would be really cool, because you get a lot of depth, but Turn 10, they are literally right in front of you. So comparatively, I'm like, this spot's cool, but I want to go back. So spot 5 was legit. I very much think spot 4 is the best one. So they're gonna finish up doing all this. We're gonna head to watch the qualifying for King of the Baggers at Turn 10. That place is sick. This is crazy. I am so sunburned. Alright guys, we're back on location 5. We got King of the Baggers out here now. I'm so low. We got the 360 X4 here. We just missed Kyle Wyman. Believe I just got a wreck on photos. Can you guys see that? I think the camera was going, right? If I got all that, I'm stoked. All right, guys, if you can't tell, I am so red. I am burnt, I am exhausted, but as far as getting to shoot photography at a motorsport event, oh my God, this was so freaking cool. All right, guys, so we got to head out of here. Everything is shutting down now for Friday, the first day. I got to get home and start editing all these photos to see what they even look like. So let's jump back to my computer where I have some sunscreen and aloe vera on.
Now guys, I know that was a lot to see and there was so much more that happened that weekend, but it just went outside the scope of the video. So what we're gonna do is put it in an unlisted video that you guys can check in the description down below. Patrick and Christian got to go back on Saturday and do a lot of interviews with the writers there. And then on Sunday, I got to come back. I was shooting a wedding on Saturday, so I wasn't able to go back on Saturday. And then Sunday ended up being this crazy, cold, rainy mess. We were still there, but we weren't able to shoot as much on Sunday, so what we ended up doing is kind of just walking around, getting to check out the race, like from right at the race line. And if you guys want to see any of the stuff that happened on Saturday and Sunday, we're going to make an unlisted video on YouTube. We're not publishing it, and we're going to put that link in the description of this video. It just didn't really fit for the style of video that we were making here, but we recorded a lot of stuff and wanted to bring you guys along with. So if you guys want to check that video out, it will be in the description down below. And let's get to editing all these photos. Typical Georgia, it was 85 and hot as hell yesterday, and it's 40 today. Very normal. We have a lot of photos to edit, guys. Let's get to it. All right, guys, out of location 1, I took 1,015 photos, way overshot. I picked 18 photos of that group that were actually not terrible that I'm going to go to edit. I shot so much in that first location. I hope I did better in the other locations, but we're going to have to see. All right, guys, I just got done culling or going through all of the location 2 photos, and out of 881 photos, I actually have selected 24 to actually edit. So I got more photos I liked out of this one, and I took less. So we're making progress. Let's go to location 3 and see if this trend continues. Guys, we might have had our worst one yet. Location 3, I took, I guess not, maybe not the worst one yet. I took about 515 photos, and out of that 515, I only got about 10 that I liked. Not great for that location. I think 4th is going to be my favorite, so we'll go to that one now. Alright, so you guys just got done going through location 4. So looks like I took about 800 photos for this section, and I got 21 that look okay, and I think they look pretty sick. Now going on to location 5, which I thought location 5 was going to be the best, but I think 4 ended up being the best. But let's go through 5 and at least see what we got. Ooh, my guys. I knew location 5 was going to be bad, but I only took 230 photos. I just got done going through all of them. So not only did I take the least photos, but I'm going to be honest, even the ones I picked, I was like, they're okay. I picked, of all of those photos, I only picked 11. And even those, I was like, I feel like I gotta pick something. This spot is not my spot, at least with the gear that I currently have. Let's hope when I went back to section 4 of the location, it's a little better. Oh, my friends. Okay, final session, location 4, second time around. Took 534 photos, got 25 decent ones, including all of that wreck photos. All right, guys, I did it. I edited through all 7,000 photos, and I have a few favorites. You guys have been seeing them now. I cannot look at a screen anymore, so let's go out to the garage and let's finish this video up. So to finish this video up, when I was thinking about doing this video, I wrote down a couple questions because I've never done anything like this before, and I was like, I'm gonna answer some questions at the end of the video that I gave myself at the beginning of the video. These are those questions. How was it getting to shoot motorsports photography at a race event? Now keep in mind this is all gonna be for Road Atlanta, which is where we did the race at, and it's amazing. If you guys don't know, I am a photography, videography guy that happens to like motorcycles, not the inverse. So having this sort of ability to go where the professionals go to get such great photos, like I'm not saying my photos are great, I'm saying you have the ability to take great photos. It's absolutely incredible. I loved every second of it, and I had such a better time doing photography at the event than just sitting around and watching it. It's a million times better for me, at least. Maybe you guys are different. All right, so my next question is, what are my top 3 favorite photos? They are this one, and this one. At this point in time right now, this moment, I haven't even looked at them. There's so many and my eyes are melting from trying to edit that many photos that fast. Since my eyes are melting right now, you guys tell me which one's your favorite, 1, 2, or 3. Let me know in the comments. So the next question I wanted to ask myself is, how is it different than just attending the event to watch it? Now, I don't know if it could be different. Like when you're watching an event, you find a place to sit, you sit there, and when the bikes come by, you see them, and then if you're at like Road Atlanta doing a MotoAmerica event, you can actually go down in the paddock and stuff like that and meet the racers and all that kind of stuff. So you can still do that as the photographer, but when you're doing it photography-wise, it's much more fun and engaging because when the bikes are coming by, you're excited and you're like shooting them, and then you have a brief moment to like check the photos that you got, change any settings that you need before they start coming around again. So it's a much more active experience than just sitting there watching, but you feel like you're in it because some of these locations, one, most of them felt like I was not allowed to be where I was. So that was awesome. They give you a map. You guys saw it, and they show you the map. Yes, XXX. You can either be here or not be here. I'm referencing that map back and forth like, they say I can be here, but I really feel like I can't be. So that kind of like ability to get close to the track, absolutely nuts. So yeah, guys, those are all the questions. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this style of video. I know it's kind of something different that we don't normally do, but you guys know how it is. When an opportunity comes up where I get to do something really cool, the literal first thing I think about is how can I bring you guys along to let me do this? What I do allows me to do some really cool stuff that a lot of people probably don't get to do. So I want to bring you guys along with as much as I can. So let me know in the comments if you guys like these style of videos. And if you do, I'll keep trying to figure out how to wrap a video around a cool opportunity that I get. If you guys are still watching the video, that means you're at the very end. That means you're in the outro crew. So after you like the video, before you make a comment, put OC in your comment. It stands for outro crew. That means I know you guys got to the very end. And also, thank you for getting to the whole thing of this kind of weird new style video. Anyway, in the comments down below, put OC in your comment and let me know if you got the opportunity, would you either go to an event for free or would you go as a photographer for free? Let me know which one you would choose in the comments down below. That was one of the longest weekends I have had in a long time. I had a great time and I'm absolutely toasted and excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys go out there and ride safe. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and I will see you on the next one where it's probably going to be a normal video where I'm riding bikes. Because I've watched a lot of people ride bikes now, but now I'm getting back in the saddle. See you in the next one.